let's talk about the missing link that I see in a lot of spiritual girlies out there, right? And there's so much in the spiritual community. There's so many women truly tapping into their divine feminine energy, tapping into their intuition finally, listening to themselves, listening to their spiritual gifts, but also, listening to so much out there in the new age spirituality, which can get a little messy. And I think the real missing link that I'm seeing a lot in this spiritual community is actualization, right? I think, take it from me, right? I am so into the ethereal side of life, into my intuition, into connecting to God, walking with God, walking from the wisdom that I get, 5D wise. But I think where a lot of girls like go wrong, or not necessarily go wrong, but they don't see results in their life, right? They are doing all their spiritual practices, they're doing their rituals, they're connecting to themselves, they're connecting to their intuition finally, right? They're like, I know the answers now, like I know the path I'm supposed to take now. I'm connected to my angels, to God, blah, blah, blah. But a lot of times, the missing link within getting results for them is the actualization, is the taking aligned action. You can get all the intuitive guidance you want. You can do 1,000 tarot readings, which I don't recommend anyone do tarot. That's a whole other subject. But you can tap into your intuition and your gifts all day long and get the insights and get the clarity all day long. But if you're not backing it up with taking that aligned action and doing your purpose work, taking action in this 3D, then those manifestations either take a lot longer to come in, or maybe they don't even come in at all, right? And you're like, why am I not getting results when I know this is supposed to happen, when I know this is right for me, when I'm getting the guidance on a daily basis? It is you possibly not taking those action steps that you need to take on a daily basis to get those results. And I think that is a huge missing link, because as spiritual girlies, it's beautiful, right? It's so beautiful to be connected. It's so beautiful to be connected to God. But like from my past experience, I spent years kind of just diving into the intuition side of things and not really backing my insights up with taking action in this physical world. And we need to take action. We really do. That's what truly brings it in, right? We take God's action every day, and then it comes in a lot easier. It comes in a lot easier and quicker than we think that way. And I don't know, I just want to see the divine feminines like truly rise. And I love that we are becoming so much more connected with ourselves and wanting to be in our divine feminine energy and be in that receiving energy. And I understand not wanting to force things or push yourself in a direction that doesn't feel good, but you still gotta take direction as the divine feminine. Being in your divine feminine doesn't mean sitting back and doing absolutely nothing, right? Yes, we want to receive. Yes, we want to take the path of least resistance in life to let the beautiful abundance and things that we want flow to us. But we also have to step up for ourselves in this life, in this 3D life, okay? That's what God ultimately wants. He wants us to take action on the words of wisdom that he gives to us every day. Because what's the point in being so connected to your intuition, having the compass within 24/7, if you're not taking action on it, right? And as women, the divine feminine, we call things in, we want to bring it in, we want to bring it in, and that's beautiful, right? But we have to take the action as well to bring it in, because you can spend so much time in that inaction. And not to say that that's not purpose too, because for me, I probably spent a good 5 years maybe, well, within like a dark night of the soul as well, but I spent a lot of time in inaction while developing my spiritual gifts. And even though that was my purposed path and it was necessary, now that I am taking aligned action while also tapping in, the results come into my life a lot quicker. I get things I want quicker, movement happens quicker, money comes quicker, love comes quicker, abundance comes quicker. And we gotta rock with what we got in this 3D world, right? In this matrix, in this culture where, you do have to put in the work to some extent, right? You do have to put in the consistency to some extent to get what you want. And that doesn't mean doing things that you don't want. I'm not saying that, but take that action and then you'll get the reaction you want. And it's actually a lot funner when you're listening to your intuition simultaneously taking action, right? Because it empowers you even more. And that guidance, I think that guidance just, it flows better to you, and you feel better the more you're actually taking action on your intuition, instead of just completely sitting back and waiting for God and your ancestors and the angels and people around you to bring in what you know is yours, or to bring in what you want in life, right? You're the one who brings it to you. It's always you, right? God's connected through you, but it's ultimately you, right? So I just encourage the divine feminines to take action in this life, because I think a lot of times in this spiritual community, we just get so caught up in the mind of it all, and in the beauty of it. It's so fucking beautiful, right? To be tapped into your intuition, but you gotta take that action. If you take the action, you'll get the reaction so much quicker. You'll get the reaction so much quicker. I started my day at the beach today. It feels really blessed and beautiful. Grateful girl in a beautiful world. And I feel so much better in my life, in my body, in everything that I do now that I take action with my intuition, right? Not to say like we're perfect at all, of course not. Of course not, baby. But there's a lot of like people giving advice online and about the divine feminine guidance and everything, and while it's so important and beautiful to learn all of these things, embodying them is ultimately the key, embodying that intuition and receptive energy with the actions you take in your life every single day. That's true divine femininity, right? That's where your power truly lies. I love you guys. Have a good day.